Well, welcome to our race day recap and a wrap of what happened on Saturday the 13th of May, where it was WSB 1900 race day, where we had 10 races carded, and race number 1 was a maiden juvenile plate over 1200 meters. And prior to the running of the race, well, did some interviews in the parade ring, and Michelle Riggs for Harold Crawford, and Michelle Riggs was super confident of her filly winning. In fact, she gave it a 10 out of 10. Let's have a look at the closing stages.
To go and win the race on the inside if good enough. Still hands and heels coming to the 200. Sweet Julia on the outside. Portazonte, Dual Agent, but Secret Identity comes blasting through the last 150. Has fire in the eyes and stealing the show. Secret Identity wins today. Seconds close.
Well, 10 out of 10 for Michelle Riggs with her confidence, and 8 won the race comfortably. 8, 1, 6 and 10 was the order of finish there. Then on to race number 2 that kicked off the exotics. It was the start of the bar pot. It was a maiden plate over 1200 meters. And here there were a few that you can make a case of, but let's have a look at the closing stages.
Bedtime Story goes towards the inside. Raffers Boy at the 300. Bedtime Story. Richard Perry now says, let's go. Bedtime Story joins Raffers Boy. Eldrax running on from the back end of the field. Bedtime Story. Raffers Boy's fighting right back the last 100 though. Raffers Boy coming back from Eldrax and Bedtime Story. Raffers Boy won it.
Well, Raffers Boy looked beat but fought on gamely. Well done to the Hollywood Syndicate with number 11 Raffers Boy, who's having his second run back from a long break, and that full result was 11, 7, 2 and 8. Then on to the start of the place accumulator, which was race number 3. This was a maiden plate for fillies and mares. The distance 1900.
Now at the 350 meter marker, Pixie and Love goes to the inside. Indian Ocean wants to lug to the inside but comes into the lead at the 200 meter marker. Indian Ocean now painting a winning picture and will catch the right wave home. Indian Ocean to win as she likes by 4. Pixie and Love.
Well, this was the best bet on the card. Indian Ocean winning on the East Coast here in Durban. How was that plan come together for Manu Pandaram, who mentioned to me that he named this after all the Indians who love their racing here in KZN. 6, 4, 7 and 3. A facile winner was horse number 6, Indian Ocean. Then on to the start of the pick 6, which was race number 4. This was a mini pinnacle stakes. It was a hot field, 1600 meters the distance.
Asterix, Captain Fontaine, look right, do it again is now starting to come forward. Captain Fontaine hits the front, goes on a half a length. Russian Rock, do it again's back third, but it's Captain Fontaine going great guns the last 100. Captain Fontaine with an eye-catching performance from Russian Rock. Do it again, a cracker.
Well, Captain Fontaine, we saw the closing stages of that race, but today, unlike other days where he's been given a chance and running on, he was handily positioned and he's got a serious turn of foot and he made it look very, very easy there. I like the way he quickened up. He beat a quality field. Captain Fontaine winning and starting off the pick 6, number 5. 5, 1, 6 and 9 was race number 4. Then on to the 5th race. Well, this was over 1800 meters. It was a fillies and mares 84 handicap, and Rocky Reef on paper and what she's produced, and of course the weight she was carrying and maybe a generous merit rating, she looked like the filly to beat, and this was bullseye.
Linger tries to come forward. Cape Town Beauty to the outside. Coming to the 300 and Rocky Reef now starts to unwind. Let's Not Linger. Oh So Squishy and Lily Bell. Catalea Summer. All the while Aquazulus is getting going. On the inside it's Rocky Reef. Let's Not Linger on the outside. Rocky Reef though the leader. Let's Not Linger is coming strongly. Rocky Reef from Let's Not Linger.
Rocky Reef has won, but Let's Not Linger carrying a big weight of 61 kgs. His one will certainly follow next time out. 1, 2, 9 and 7. We then went on to race number 6, which was one of our features on the day, the KR East Coast Cup, a listed race over 2,000 meters, and the Hollywood Syndicate with number 1 Time Flies for Brett Crawford and Luim Kotler. They look to have a very strong hand here with the filly's Cape form that she brought into the race, but watch out for Dawn of a New Day, who ran an absolute blinder here. It turned out to be a very exciting finish.
Side. Sister Light trying to warm up. 300 meters to go. Time flies. Now being asked the questions. Dawn of a new day now looks a danger on the outside. Time flies on the inside. Dawn of a new day though is now coming with a big performance. They wide apart. Time flies and Dawn of a new day. Time flies is digging in. Maybe just held on.
Between them, one on the inside, one hard up against the outside, but the result was 1, 2, 7 and 3. Then on to the main event, the World Sports Betting 1900, a Group 2 over 1900 meters, and let's have a look at this finish. Wow, what a finish, what a performance.
Rascallion, Percoya, between runners Electric Gold, Quasi for sure, extreme right hand side, in Glamu, Rascallion's running a big race between them, Cape Eagle the outside, Percoya's getting into it, Quasi for sure late on, and Percoya's coming home storming on the outside. Percoya's gonna get up. Percoya won it. Winchester.
Well, some bold, big performances there. I think Quasi for sure, he was given a chance today. He sat towards the back of the field, and I don't know whether he really saw out this distance, but he'll have to come back to fight another day. But this horse, Percoya, what a finish. Wow, he's now straight off to the Hollywoodbets Durbanville July. I thought Winchester Mansion ran an absolute blinder there. He's also entered for the big race on the first Saturday of July. And then Rascallion, well, Vaughan Marshall will take a lot of positives out of that performance, because the stable were of the opinion that he'll need the run. It was just used to bring him on, and of course he's one of the leading contenders when you have a look at the anti-post betting market for this year's Hollywoodbets Durbanville July. 4, 2, 3, and then fourth place went to number 10, Cape Eagle. It was tight between 10 and 11 there, but Cape Eagle, the front runner, managed to stay on for fourth. Then on to race number 8. This was a pinnacle stakes over 1200 meters, and if you found this, well, you found the right result with the pick 6.
Strawberry Bear gave a beautiful kick coming to the 200. USA's hopes now on the charge after the rain and Queen Spinner. Strawberry Bear, here comes USA's hope on the outside. Strawberry Bear's clinging on. USA's hope. Look for Hounds charging, gonna get up. Look for Hounds wanted. I think Strawberry Bear made.
What a finish there from Look for Hounds. He's always been a game horse, but distance-wise, he hasn't been tried over 1200. It was his first try, and bang, into the number 1 box. He's won a really good race there, number 5, Look for Hounds, and he was at a price 5, 4, 2 and 1. Then on to race number 9, that close to the place accumulator, and the pick 6 off. And this race, well, Dean Cannemeyer had Ponte Petre in the race, was dropping in distance, but he looks like a progressive type, and he came through to close off the pick 6.
400 now. Lucky Dollar moves up a danger. Ponte Pietra. Unsolved Riddle still there. Ocean Times on the inside. Ponte Pietra's trying to put it together. Lucky Dollar's on the outside. Ponte Pietra. Black White Dynamite's running on Lady Serena, but Ponte Pietra comes swooping into the lead. And Ponte Pietra, this is bullseye. Unsolved Riddle second. Captain.
Well, that result was 10 Ponte Pietra, number 12 Unsolved Riddle, and then one would say that many watched this performance. Captain of the Green coming back from a break, and gelding. What a run from him over the final 400 meters. He's many that, so he's a horse that many would have penciled in after that performance. 16, 12, 8 and 4. Then on to the lucky last, which is race number 10. Let's have a look at the closing stages.
A little bit naughty, the white cap. Morgan Le Fay. Dance My Lord at the 300, the useful advantage. Oriental Bouquet towards the inside, and Quinabi. 200 to go. Dance My Lord, the one they all got to get a hold of. And it's Dance My Lord from Quinabi. Just Be Nice is coming home late on, but Dance My Lord has done enough. Dance My Lord won it. Second, Oriental Bouquet, maybe.
Yeah, commanding performance, a win with authority there, nicely drawn, taken up handy, and won exceptionally well. Dance My Lord. 2, 5, 4 and 3 is the way the 10th race closed things off. And a big thank you to the entire team. It's always a big team. I worked alongside Devon Govender. Up in the commentary box was Sheldon Peters, and of course the team from GTV and Gallop TV who always do a sterling job. Big thank you guys on what has been a huge success. The weather, well, it was stop-start when it came to the rain, but the racing gods have managed to smile down on Hollywoodbets Greyville, and it turned out to be a wonderful afternoon. Congratulations to all the winners on the day, but I think we'll have to pay special mention to the connections of Percoya. It's now straight to the Hollywoodbets Durbanville after this performance, which was a 5-star performance, the way he quickened up from the opposition. Winchester Mansion was courageous in defeat, but nevertheless it is Percoya's day to shine, the 2023 winner of the World Sports Betting 1900. For myself, Dees Dynan, until we meet again, you take care. Salani Gashle.